Hi everyone, so in this video let's continue what we were doing in previous video about layers and how some more properties. So you have a new model here, as you can see, which I've imported in this scene, and let's zoom in, and you can see that if I select all of these guys these diamonds are selected at once. Similarly, if you see, if I select this, all of the side diamonds, the band diamonds are selected because they are grouped. So we'll come to that later, but right now we have different layers assigned to different parts. What if you go to the layer properties, you can do a few more stuff about layers. So if I select, see the metal layer here, the green one, which if you go to properties, both are metal layers on the prong and the head. Now, since let's say, for example, you want to assign different layers to these, because the reason is that you want to have a different metal on shank and different metal on different material on the head, then what you can do is you can select this and just go and assign a new layer. Maybe let's create a metal 2 layer. So let's go here, new layer, metal is 2. Let's assign a color so that we can distinguish, something like this, apply, and to the head we can assign a different layer. So we'll go here and say metal 2. So now the head and shank, they have different layers. You can also delete a layer, or you can rename a layer using these options. So you can rename them anytime you want. Now, next thing, let's see in this. So probably we can just export it right now and see the result. Export. As I said, you don't need textures. Don't make sure that save small is not true. And we can just import the file. So as you can see, that head and shank are have different materials, and you can assign different materials to those. You can, like, if you change the color of this, you see that only that material is changing and not the head. Okay, so now let's take a look at some other things. So you can also, using layers, you can hide and unhide entire group of objects. So you see that I've like this. Now if you select these parts, they are all grouped under the layer 2 here. So if you want to kind of, let's say, ungroup these objects, you can write a command called ungroup, and now you see that they are separated out. So this way what you can do is, once you have ungrouped, you can assign individually different layer to these objects. If you want to group them again, you can select all. So for that, let's hide this one. This has layer 5, I guess, or this one. Yeah, I can select all and just say group, and now all of them are grouped in one group. So you can assign a layer to all of these groups. Now let's enable all the layers. And now let's see another point which is important. That is, make sure that different gemstone shapes should have different layers. This is very important. in iGel 3D. So for instance, this is a cushion shape, whereas these two groups, they are of round shapes, right? So in this case, you have to have a different layer to the cushion shape. In this case, it is scene, this layer, scene, or let's see what layer we have assigned to this object. Yeah, Rhino compare, or whatever layer. Let's assign a different layer to this, layer 3 maybe. Yeah, so it should have a different layer. Now this is an option that all your diamonds either can have different layers or the same layer. So in this case, if you want all of these diamonds to have a separate material, then it's fine. You are assigning a different layer to this and this. But if you want to have a common material to all of them, so if I assign a common material, let's say layer 1 to this, and now if I export, let's clear this scene and import this again. So now you can see that these all materials share the same, these all objects, they share the same material. And that way, if you later create a diamond for this, we will cover all of this in different tutorials, how to assign diamond materials and all. But quickly, if I do this right now, you can see that all are sharing the same diamond material. If I make any changes to any properties, for example color or environment intensity, it will all apply to all the diamonds. Whereas this one, since it was in a separate layer, it needs to be created separately. So if I go back, for what happens if I assign the same layer to this, you see that the diamond cuts will not be correct. So let's see that. File, export, place. Import this. So all the layers are same. Now if I just select this and make it a diamond, it's working on it. And now you can see that the diamond cuts are not really correct for the round shapes. For this it is correct, but for round shape it is wrong. So in essence, you assign layers first to make sure that whichever diamond groups you want different materials, you assign different layers. Another very important point is different shapes should definitely have different layers in terms of, so that you get the right diamond cuts. Okay, so that's all for this. We will cover a few more advanced things in the next tutorial. Till then, see you. Thank you.